Right now, I am giving you the illusion that my body is separate from my head. For the men we're about to meet, this is not an illusion, but a reality. PM Magazine is taking you to the Monroe Institute in Afton, Virginia, where some students are studying out-of-body projection and developing the use of the right side of the brain.
You are watching the live filming of a theater audience reaction to scenes from the motion picture, Scanners.
The new movie that's making everyone sit on the edge of their seats is Scanners. 237 people have unusual psychic powers. They start off using their minds for ESP, but they develop into thoughts that can kill.
People who see these exorcistic kinds of movies go away only afraid. And the first time they begin to have an unusual inner experience, they're afraid it's possession, or they're afraid it's demonic, or they're afraid that they will be taken away. They're afraid of losing themselves. And that's tragic.
Michael Smith is a psychotherapist. Due to his line of work and the various training programs he has been involved with, Michael has come in contact with unusual experiences, a phenomenon known as out-of-body projection.
I don't consider myself, by a long shot, to be a master of out-of-the-body experience. I have had out-of-the-body experiences, a number of them, a large number of them. I know the space is real. I know the space exists. I know the experience is possible. And essentially, I know what I need to do to get there.
If you've ever had any unusual experiences, such as Michael's with the out-of-body state, the curiosity to know more about it is overwhelming. Michael is finding the answers to his questions from Dr. Robert Monroe, the founder of the Monroe Institute of Applied Sciences in Afton, Virginia, an institute involved fundamentally with consciousness.
The thing that brought me into this phenomenon known as the out-of-body state is a form of consciousness. It's not the same as this consciousness. This is what most people get into trouble when they think about it. It is this consciousness either added to that or that consciousness added to this, but it is not this same consciousness.
Anything that man does physically, emotionally, or mentally has to do with consciousness. But what is the out-of-body state?
It means that you can be in another location, and I must tell you that there are many such locations, in this form, without the thing that you do not have is the use of your five senses. And that poses a mighty problem, of course. But happily, there are other senses that replace those.
Those senses appear to be that of joy, elation, and intense energy. According to Dr. Monroe, everyone goes out of their body while sleeping, during a stage called delta sleep, so you and I have experienced it without even knowing it. But the Institute has developed a method and technique of inducing relaxation and sleep through sound pulses, called hemisync, and it can hold sleep in its various stages without the use of drugs.
Well, hello there, Michael. If you're all set, then we're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Have a good trip. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see you when you come out.
The hemisync basically synchronizes the two hemispheres of the brain, the left and the right, through those sound pulses. We are predominantly a left-brain society, very physical and verbal. The right brain is not verbal, it's something else. And oddly enough, women use it more than men. It is developing the right brain that seems to be the entry path to the out-of-body state and other things.
Begin your resonant breathing now. Begin your resonant breathing. And continue until I tell you to relax.
The sound pulses you are hearing vary according to the stages you have reached at the Institute. The first stage is what Dr. Monroe calls Focus 10. At this stage, the student is able to discover that the body is asleep, but the mind is awake. At Focus 12, the students, or the explorers as they call them, begin to report back colors, shapes, and forms. After Michael has gone through a session, he expresses his experience through art, and in a form called a mandala, or circular art, where the drawing is confined to a circle.
These are a few mandalas that I've drawn that capture, in some primal, spontaneous way, in color and in form, an inner experience.
In the first drawing, Michael came out feeling very balanced and sparky, bright colors. In the second drawing, he felt one with nature, where there were no boundaries between him and the world, and there was a special energy in his hands. In the third drawing, there was a sense of fluidity like the ocean, almost fish-like. The final stage is Focus 15. Here the explorer becomes independent of physical matter and time. It is at this stage that the explorer discovers that he is more than his physical body.
We can monitor the bodies of these explorers, but we cannot monitor the minds because they're using another kind of energy. We can't monitor where they are except as they report back to us.
So we asked Michael to explain one of his out-of-body experiences.
I took an afternoon nap in July sometime ago, and all of a sudden I found myself intensely conscious, very conscious and very alert as the personality that I know myself to be. But I was moving at something like light speed through the galaxy. Just this tremendous sense of forward movement or expansion somehow. I could see it moving through the void of space and seeing stars go by, planets go by, particles of matter. I don't really remember where I stopped. The most profound aspect of that experience was that sense. What I retain as important was a sense of movement, a sense of power, a sense of freedom, tremendous freedom, and energy. Energy that I have never experienced in my here on this plane ever.
Man is finally really beginning to think, I am more. And how much more is what he has yet to discover.
By the way, out-of-body projection used to be called astral projection, but scientists felt it was an incorrect term. Mike and I will be back with a preview of next week's PM Magazine.